Honestly, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
I knew it.
Yellow and green tribe. Recognize some faces?
Wow.
You're looking at 6 people who are hungry for their revenge. And this is their opportunity to do so. For your chance to get back in the game, you must stack 7 blocks on a tilting table to spell out the word revenge. You will use a rope to keep the table steady as you travel back and forth, collecting 1 block at a time. Should any of your blocks fall, you must return them to the start. First person to complete the challenge will earn their spot back in the game.
Outcast, do you have any question?
All right, let's get to it.
Survivors ready. Go.
Helen's got her second, Casey's got her second.
Helen places her third.
AJ drops.
Holly is placing her fourth.
Holly drops. He's taking it so steady.
Which puts Casey in the lead. Holly drops. AJ's fourth.
AJ drops.
Do it?
Yeah.
Alright,
guys, we're gonna reset the challenge. We're gonna switch it up.
if everyone drops,
Everybody drop, reset your blocks. And it's just gonna be the first to 4, and then back to the end of their beam. Survivors ready? Go.
go. Casey has 2. Jake has 2.
Daniel has 2. AJ has 2, Helen has 2. Holly has 2. Jake has 3. Casey has 3. Daniel has 3. Holly drops. Daniel drops. Casey drops. Helen has 3.
Jake has 4.
Jake has 4. Jake gets back to the end of his beam, he will have this. AJ's got 3. Jake drops.
It is still anyone's game. AJ is coming back with his 4th block.
AJ's got his 4th block on top.
Can he
get back to the end of his beam without it dropping? He drops. Helen's got 3, Casey's got 3, Daniel's got 3. Jake's coming back with the 2nd. AJ just needs to get a foot to the end of his beam. Casey drops. Daniel drops.
Does it?
That'll do it. So for AJ, you got there the fastest with 4 stacked, so you've made it back into the game. As for the rest of you, top effort, that was incredible. Like, that was actually amazing to watch.
We all get a round of applause.
You will become the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th members of our jury, and yeah, just amazing job, amazing job.
So yeah, back in the game. Stick with the original strategy for now. I think again it'll get to the point where I was the weakest, or not the weakest, but I was the newest into that alliance of the 5 green. So I may need to step away from that at some point. Just got to wait for the right time.
Alright, and AJ, come on over to us as well. You can come stand beside Brian. AJ, welcome back into the game.
How you feeling, AJ?
Happy to be back.
Yeah?
Wasn't going long.
No, you were not. So, are you wondering which tribe you are going to end up on?
I am.
All right. Well, everybody, drop your butts.
Congratulations.
Hello.
Going into the merge, because there is such a large group with the Lalo, I feel like I'm feeling pretty intimidated.
Everybody, reveal.
4 tries.
Jess did say that she has a few people on the other side that she knows that she can still trust. So that's really positive. We have got Keegan. I'd like to think that he will stay true to us as well. But I think at the moment we're kind of relying on Jess's alliances on the other side. But yeah, it's pretty intimidating.
Are you ready to get to your first individual immunity challenge?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
All right.
Welcome to the Backyard Survivor Smoothie Bar. We have fruit, fish, liquids, and spreads. And our favourite, Kyle's choice and Brian's choice.
In order to figure out what goes in the milkshake, we made this.
You guys are Satan.
We'll draw for spots and you'll compete in 2 separate heats.
Yep, so, alright, Claudia, you want to first?
Give it a spin, Claudia.
Oh no.
And I'll be ready to put it in.
Yeah, do that. Good luck. Spin in. Ooh, a liquid, please, Brian. Ooh, yuck. Okay, cool. Good spin. You've got some milk. Lovely. Mitch, would you like to take it? All right. Some fruit. We have some fruit in there.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
This is so far.
Please don't forget.
Okay.
Don't
Alright.
get fish.
Give it a spin.
The fish?
Yum.
Oh, should we add some of the juice?
Yeah, add some of the juice. Get it in there.
Ready?
Ready.
Right.
Nice. All right, let's hit some curbs.
So,
We're looking for the first 3. To finish this, we need to see the cup empty and an open, empty mouth.
are we ready?
Guys, ready? And it all needs to go in your mouth. If I see it falling down your... Oh.
John, get ready.
All right. If it all goes dribbling down your mouth, no. You need to get it in. All right.
Tristan. Ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay, survivors ready. Go.
Go.
Jay's done.
Yeah.
Mitch's done. Neil is done.
Oh.
John,
Bad. That is
You
you missed it.
Okay.
It was bad. It was so early.
They didn't
I-
even have any.
Check footage. Go.
Go.
Jay's done.
Yeah.
Mitch's done. Neil is done.
We'll have you both come through to the next round.
Yay.
Yep. Cool. All right. You guys are gonna do the lucky spin. AJ.
Oh, and by the way, there was a little left, so I'm just going to leave it in there.
All right. AJ, have a spin. Oh yeah, still part of it. Yeah. Oh, fruit.
Yes. What a big bad thing.
Yeah. What about some avo? That'll go.
Yeah.
Avocado, that's alright.
Cool. Yeah. Keegan, have a spin. Some more fruit. All right. You want to get squeeze some lemon in there?
I already have.
Oh, you have. All right. Jess is gonna have a spin. Choice. Pickle.
Chuck it in. It's like when you mix all the colours together and you get brown.
And your drink. Oh my god.
Survivors ready. We're looking for the top 3. Go.
Jess. AJ.
AJ.
Keegan. No dispute there.
I'm not sure Sarah had a taste. Who didn't get a spin? AJ, you had a spin?
I had a spin.
Keegan, did you get a spin?
Spin.
Yeah. John? No? Another spin, John.
Please be nice.
It's a good spin.
It's a bad spin!
Now, the fish. Mitch, have you had a spin?
I have.
Yeah. Jay, no spin? Come have a spin.
What is it?
Go for it. Oh, fruit! Storm in the shadow. Yeah. What do we have? Fruit option, please. Fruit. Pickles fruit. No. There are no. Tennille, have you had a spin? Come on down. Good a while.
That's it.
I put too much fish in. Oh, he's gone milk instead. He's gone rogue. It doesn't matter anymore. What else is everyone want?
Mayonnaise. Vegemite.
Yeah. Alright, so empty cup, open empty mouth. Survivors, ready. Go. Jay, John. Jess? Because there's some dispute there, so we'll take what is believed to be the top three, which is 4 people, which is Keegan, John, Jay, and Jess. Correct?
Yep.
Everyone's happy with that? Cool. Everyone? Yeah, why not? Oh, they're adding a little bit of vitamin C.
Still got the drink.
Yeah.
Stop him, guys.
My option didn't get spun. Oh. Hope you guys want immunity. Give it a spin. I don't know. Man, give it a
It's green.
So think of the positives. Banana, orange juice. It's like a new flavour that you haven't gotten to experience yet.
Then, Kyle?
I'm full. Thank you. Cool.
Okay.
Alright. This is for immunity. Survivors ready. Go. Keegan.
Jane.
I reckon re-round, but like we do a full cut. Because I'm down for that. Yep. Alright. Check the tape. And the person who was first to finish what was in their cup and show us an open empty mouth was Keegan. Woo!
Don't worry, my breath smells worse.
Congratulations.
Will not be going home at the Tribe Council. Alright. Cool. The rest of you, good job. Hope that was yum.
If you head on back to your camp, we will deliver nice food as your marriage feast for you.
I'm really disappointed that I didn't get that challenge, the food challenge. I really enjoyed it and I was so close to getting it.
Oh my god, it's a cheese board. There's chocolate. Wait,
I made it to merge. I'm really excited.
But are we going to be civilized or are we just going to see? No,
I feel like I've got a really good, solid alliance that I can move forward with, and at this point, I think I have to stay loyal.
It's nice to have some actual food that doesn't taste terrible.
1, 2, 3, go! Right. Oh, you're not digging in as much as I thought you were. I need a burp.
I think I want to lie low.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
First of all, congratulations on making the merge.
And just not draw too much attention to myself.
I brought you a present, so I have 2 bottles. And I'll see you at Tribal Council.
There's no chill. Is it chill?
Yeah,
it's chilled.
Honey! Honey!
Where's the way? Here we go.
I think the merge has worked well for us.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
We've thought about our final 7. So, Tennille, Jay, John, Tristan, me, AJ, and Sarah. And I think we're kind of saying that at that point, once we get to 7, it's table slates are dried clean. Dried clean, washed and dried. Put the dishes back.
I've got myself some Prosecco, which is pretty awesome. I've been frothing for a drink all day. Like, I never get to 9 o'clock without having a little glass of bubbly, so this is really perking me up a bit. Anyone else need some?
Oh, this is Jess's cup. Jess's cup? Do you need some booze?
A little bit.
Stuart, do you want some more Prosecco?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, a bit.
Stuart? Did you say Stephen? Stephen. Good one.
Just the Prosecco talking, don't we?
I feel good about merge. There's a lot of discussion going on, but I think at this point it's just about putting in faith in people who can get the numbers together.
Yeah, she's just there.
So we're sticking with green.
Green is staying strong together, and I think I'm in the minority, which is a really scary place. The others are trying to go 6 strong, and so of course I'm just, yes, us 6, this yellow 6, of course, why wouldn't that be?
Oh, from what's left.
From what was left.
So you're just walking to come back to us. Good.
Yeah.
Blue and green, 110% really strong. We can trust each other.
I might just quickly chat to Jess.
I just got this in on the tree.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
I am so relieved I've got this, because it's chaos out there. Does our alliance with green have an idol? No, none of the green have.
Have you gone? Have you gone?
So what actually happened with you voting?
Yeah, tell us the story.
We don't know what happened.
Well, you can tell us the story. Are you sick of it?
No. Basically, they came and told me that they were going to get rid of me
Oh, they told you first.
before the vote. Yeah. The good news is I'm back in the game, so it's good to get back in the challenges with everyone else. Leaves me in a bit of an awkward position now as to whether I stick with the Green Alliance that voted me out under the pretenses that I could come back in and join their alliance again. Whether or not to go with that, potentially end up in the same boat, or maybe try and sort of rekindle things with the original yellow crew that are left remaining, so Stephen and Claudia, and see if there's something there that I can use instead. Yeah. All right. See you soon.
Did you appreciate us telling you, or did you wish we had?
Yeah. No, that was good.
That's good news.
That's good.
Oh, good teamwork. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think the plotting and the scheming will definitely go up to another level.
So you feel like you've got to be stronger with them, or do you want to try Well, almost everyone on yellow is still here. So, and then we were all quite close in there, so I don't see why we couldn't fling them.
Every man and woman for themselves now.
I think we have AJ because he has his first alliance in me and Stephen.
So, who are you thinking? I love how you get straight to it.
Yeah, at this stage I'm feeling okay, but I'm hoping I can rope AJ in and get him a number on my side. So in my alliance at the moment, there's myself, Keegan, there's Mitchell, and there's Claudia. And John is sort of, and Sarah I'm a bit iffy about. So they could quite easily jump to the other side.
But do you need a name, mate?
We need a name for our alliance.
No, a name form.
A piece of paper. Oh.
Voting out.
Right. Yes.
We have majority. We've got the yellow tribe sticking quite close together. And then we also have AJ. He was voted out, so he doesn't really trust them.
Who don't we trust? Who do we think could be a threat further on? I feel like you are because they tried to get rid of you already. And it didn't work.
Who's going to be the person that's going to make power moves that we can dissolve?
Or who's going to be strong in individual challenges that can get the immunity and keep themselves safe? I think that's what I was thinking.
Claudia's been really lovely to me. And I'm just trying to figure out whether that's just who she is or whether...
I think that Jess is a bit of a dark horse. If she's managed to survive that long in that other tribe.
Mitch is the last pink, so he doesn't have other existing alliances.
So I feel like the easy option is just to stick with our second swap tribe.
What second swap tribe?
Like the green and yellow. That's easy.
I think there are going to be people that are easier to take down than others. So I feel like if you're not sold right now, then you're not going to be bought. You know, sometimes these games are luck or just how you're focused in that moment. It's, you know, yeah, I think everyone's a threat.
I found something at Merch Feast.
I have some juice to get that.
Cheese just got better.
You found a clue to a humiliating idol.
Jake, come back. I can see it.
The idol you seek is not hard to find. Okay, I can't follow the line. Cool.
I'm wary of Jay and Tennille. It's going to be hard to know when to play at first. I find them a bit scary.
Okay.
Can we do more of a us moment?
Yeah. Oh, we can catch it.
I'm assuming that's okay, but I can still come back in.
So as the original members of Green, we still have a little there needs to be names tonight. So there needs to be a members club. And there needs to be a reason behind the name. So I'd like right now, the names that the chat are throwing down. Because you have that brand. You've got that brand, right? And it's
I've also got the honest brand, don't I?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're literally
and that's why.
Sarah,
That's why.
Sarah, that's why we're telling you now. So I mean, we can, if you want to find another name that's got different kind of threats, different story to tell, as to why they would be better off getting them out first, then that would be something that we could spread.
The two former members of Green have swapped back to that alliance, so they're now 6 strong. Which means us others are definitely in the minority.
I think we've got enough to get Jess. Sarah is definitely with Jess.
You don't need to. Because if with us alone, we've got the majority.
We have 4, we need 6.
Between the other 2 blues, and we've got 8.
And Jess is saying she's got 8 votes. I think she has.
Tennille and Is it Jess?
Jay.
Jay, I have a way better flow. I'm not
100%. 100%.
I've spent heaps of time. But I haven't spent all day with the other team.
Where's AJ? Is he over there?
Yes.
I'd just be more comfortable if we would flip them out.
Me, you, Leah, AJ.
That's still only 5. We're down 2.
That's what I'd be comfortable with, right?
We've got us 4.
The power play, AJ. Wow. AJ's just having a chat. This is...
I think John and AJ are both with Jess.
Are they? Yep. AJ sort of threw Jess's name out.
Maybe we should go so they don't have that option to talk about it.
We just can't let John go back to them because John and Jess were close.
Yeah, okay.
And that's why I picked him. Second.
Yeah.
I think you first.
I know. I didn't expect that.
No,
that was nice.
we're friends.
Thanks, Gordon. Very nice.
Oh.
We're just running some numbers, AJ. We're just doing a bit of math here.
100%.
I'm just more comfortable.
I'm just
Yeah.
scared, you
Yeah.
know.
But I don't think your head is on the drawing board at all.
I know, I haven't heard anyone say that my name's
No.
And also, guys, think about it. Like, you've got your 4 original still. And, like, that would mean that us 3 are on the outs. So, it's fine. Go
But
for it.
it's the 6 of us, and you're the yellow team. It's you 2. And then once it gets down to chase, we've got 4. That's 4. And then there's green team at the end. The original green team.
That's a more complicated way of doing
That's exactly the same way that you guys wanted it here. It's just depends who flips. It's either you 2 or us 2. And that's honestly what it's going to come down to.
There's a couple of things to put into
Yeah.
it. We've all done this
Yeah.
to tribal several times.
Yeah.
Like, so we've gone and had a council several times to tribal where we have had the opportunity to stab each other in the back, and we haven't done that. We've made really conscious effort to make sure that we've played this as an honest game.
Tribal council in a couple of minutes.
You guys haven't tested those relationships yet. We've tested this. It's strong.
It's strong with yourselves.
And it's also...
We haven't been in that place.
So, let's just get through this one step then, and not make it within the family. Tomorrow or all 3 of us.
All 3 of us?
Okay.
Why me? Just keep us
Or essentially what you're saying is you're taking me down.
What?
Isn't it? You said to give you a different name.
I think you need to give me a different name.
A different name from what? To mine. It's me. If we get any sort of indication that it's any one of the 3 of us that could be in danger of people living, talk to me down.
Otherwise, Sarah and I, we should chat.
Oh my god.
Do you want to chat?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go chat.
It's a bit nerve-wracking up there. We've got all sorts of different things flying about. Don't know what we're going to do.
Oh, this is okay, we need to be very strategic right now.
I don't want to put Jess out. She's like real strong for this new alliance she's made, and like I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling
The new alliance. Carly tribe is still here. There's Jess, myself, John, and Tristan, and we're pretty confident in each other, and that alliance has actually stuck around from the start. So, I don't think I can turn on Jess because she's part of that alliance. We don't have long, right?
We've
should
got
have it like a
a few minutes. All right.
I think we should let them have a conversation from a moral point of view, but from a game point of view...
There's $400.
And then it's just down to...
Hi, Prosecco friend.
We're just chatting real quick. If you could give us a few minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's okay. Let's have one of toast.
Come on in, guys.
Oh, can we have 2 minutes?
No.
Start wrapping it up.
Okay.
We're all going to have to pick one person and just stick to it.
Yeah.
Oh no, now I'm scared.
Maybe we just have to go on and then, because otherwise, maybe. I haven't made a decision yet, so.
We need a name, otherwise the vote's going to be split into chaos.
A little bit more scheming and see what we come up with at Tribal Council. We have to make a decision.
Real quick.
We need to go, come on.
Save Jess. We need to tell them we want to save Jess.
Yeah.
Let's go right now to save Jess and say like, okay, we need to get somebody else.
Yeah,
Which way this is going to go is anyone's guess.
Let's bring in our jury.
Holly.
Holly.
Helen, Casey, Jake, Daniel.
Welcome to your first Merge Tribe Tribal Council. What's going on at camp? Who wants to talk first?
Well, we got some Prosecco, which is awesome.
So we're all piece of peace. Amazing.
Yeah, been waiting for that all day.
So you go back to camp. Are we looking at green versus yellow? Are we looking at green, yellow, blue, pink? What's going on?
It's green, yellow, blue, pink. I'm not going to do very well. So I don't know, but I think it's some sort of combination of all of that potentially.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, at this stage in the game, I can't put any importance on that. I have to just move with the people who give me any indication. And so far, that's only been, some people.
Okay, so a bit of a cold shoulder from some people.
Not cold.
Yeah.
But a shoulder.
So, being that you are the only one from your starting tribe, does it make you vulnerable or valuable?
I don't know if it would necessarily make me either. I mean, there's other people here who have really standout features about them, things that make them stick out. And, earlier, Jess.
Hello.
Oh, hey. You were like, I'm a loudmouth. And I was like, oh, kind of. Like, you might stick out because of that, but does it hurt you, hinder you? Not necessarily, And we've all got things that will make us unique and make us stand out, but I don't know if you have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm. AJ, how is it feeling for you knowing that some people here voted you out and now you're back in the game with them?
Yeah, it's a little bit, puts me in a little bit of an interesting position, I guess. Although in getting eliminated, I was told ahead of the vote that it would happen, and part of the reasoning for that was that they thought that I was the strongest chance of getting back into the game.
But were we right?
Yeah. Here you are. Well, obviously, because I'm here. So that little bit of strategy, I guess you call it, panned out okay. So yeah, it's a matter of, do I stick with that group of people and end up being the first of the 5 to go again if it ends up that way, or do things change? Yeah.
They voted you out once, but they do it again if...
But he knows we'll tell him if it's going to happen. So we can at least have some time.
Tennille, that can't be great to hear. That someone that you wanted to come back in the game to join your numbers is saying, well, I don't want to be on a sinking ship, so I might leave.
Yeah, it is hard, and we did kind of think that maybe that would happen. But yeah, we don't want him to feel like, oh, he's going to be that next person voted out, because we have said once it gets to a certain point, it's one, like, you're in for yourself. We're not going to gang up on anyone anymore. And yeah, we did make a strong alliance with AJ, and we really did want him back in.
Yeah. I mean, AJ did get voted out at that point, so I could see why he would think that it could get to 5 again and that would happen again. But I think so much happens, after merge and things, that the deck's always kind of reshuffling. So I think what was 5 at that point won't necessarily be 5 again at the same. And we didn't want AJ to go at that time. We wanted to Like it was a
We wanted to
horrible
win
vote.
the bloody
Yeah, we wanted
challenge.
to win the challenge. We messed it up.
So if we're hearing that like potentially the green tribe are staying strong, coming from the yellow tribe, do you feel like the same idea is there? Do you feel like the yellow tribe come in as a cohesive group, or do you think that that is not necessarily the case for you guys?
So far, I've had a very good experience with everyone I've worked with. So a decision would come down to purely risk who I haven't worked with.
And on top of all of the shifting dynamics, we have to talk about idols.
Well, I think everyone's always going to be talking about idols, where they are, who has them, where can you find one. I feel like if you trust the right people, then you will be fine.
I feel like this vote is going to reveal a lot of that information of who we can trust and who we were wrong to believe. Who's feeling nervous going into this vote?
Let's get to the vote. Jess, you are up first.
Answer and stuff from now on.
I just hope it's not me, and that maybe this happens instead.
This is gonna make or break my game.
We will now tally the votes.
Ding, 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 ding. No talking to me.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Hold up.
Okay.
Want to play this? On me. Okay.
Alright.
I'll take it.
All right. I can confirm this is a hidden immunity idol. All votes for Mitch will not count.
I have one I'd like to play.
Okay.
I'd like to play this for Jess.
Wow. Okay.
I can confirm this is a hidden immunity idol. All votes for Jess will not count.
Alright.
Hang on. No. I would like to play an idol as well.
You're kidding. What is this?
Yeah. I would like to play this for myself.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
I can confirm this is a hidden immunity idol. All votes for Jess, Jay, and Mitch will not count. Anybody else?
Oh my
Okay.
god.
We'll read the votes.
I'll read the votes. First vote. Mitchell does not count. Mitch does not count. Third vote. Mitch does not count. Mitch. Mitch does not count.
That doesn't surprise me.
Jessica does not count. Jay does not count. Jay does not count. Jay does not count. Jay does not count. We have
one vote left.
One vote left.
Got you. Got you.
Are you ready?
Jay.
We have 0 votes.
So, to be clear, what is going to happen now is Keegan is immune, Jess is immune, Jay is immune, Mitch is immune. You cannot vote for any of those 4. Everybody else is fair game.
Alright, Jess, you are up first.
Okay.
Can I just say that tonight is crazy?
So what can I say? The dynamics have changed, but the alliances haven't, and you're next in line.
We will now read the votes. Stephen. 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 It is 3 votes Stephen. Stephen. 4 votes Stephen. Tennille. 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 3 votes Tennille. Tennille. That is 4 votes Tennille, 4 votes Stephen. 3 votes left. Stephen. Tennille. 5 votes Stephen. 5 votes Tennille. 1 vote left. 7th person voted out of Backyard Survivor Season 2. Tennille, please bring us your torch.
Not one of the spelling was correct, by the way.
I was the hardest.
It's okay.
You should bring us your torch.
Tennille, the tribe has spoken. Head on out. Seriously, guys, whoa. Incredible. I'm sure you're going to have a lot to talk about when you get back to camp.
Yeah, so we're going to let you get to it.
Head on out. Head on out.
Oh, yeah, I took a massive risk using my idol for Jess because obviously, so we had a discussion beforehand and it sounded like the majority of them were all going to vote Jess. Turns out they ended up voting Jay anyway. But yeah, if I hadn't have played it for Jess and she would have been out, it kind of backfired on me pretty bad and now I'm gone. I think Mitch might be someone that they should be watching out for, just because he does have alliances and it seems like he has really strong ones, and it kind of seems like he has them everywhere and everyone doesn't know. Yeah, so I think Mitch might be the one to look out for at the moment. It was a really good game and I enjoyed every bit of it, so no regrets.
Next time on Backyard Survivor. After an explosive tribal council,
What on earth just happened?
idle paranoia is at an all-time high.
No way.
When the numbers don't add up,
So did you vote for me?
Yeah, I was the vote for you because that's what I
told
heard.
me you weren't going to vote for me.
players are left feeling betrayed,
There are several people that lied.
creating opportunities for others.
I'm going to get around and start trying to form some bonds.
Join us next time for Backyard Survivor.
I'm shitting my pants.
I gave you shit about dressing like the wall.
Look at you.
I'm wearing my glasses.
Do you want to wear them?
I don't like wearing glasses. Serving Harry Potter realness.
You have to make your decision now.
Nope, they're staying on. If you can't love me at my worst, how are you gonna love me? I don't know.
Deserve me at my best.
Welcome to Inside the Earth.
We said that you might need us down the track.
Yeah.
That time has arrived.
Can we just quickly look at the moments where we realize that in a amateur backyard version of Survivor, we have had 3 idle plays and we're about to have a 0 vote.
Hang on. No. I would like to play an idol.
It took 31 seasons of US Survivor for this to ever happen.
Yeah.
And here we are in our 2nd season. When that 3rd idol gets played, I'm just like, oh my god, it's happened.
Well, actually, when Tennille plays her idol, you lose it. And I compose myself. Jay is like a good friend of mine. You know, I've kind of just realized that Jay's going home. My face when Jay plays her idol,
Right.
that's when I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try hide
Or
this.
like my reaction is more because like people are making such bold plays here and doing it correctly. When Stephen plays an idol for Mitch and it's correct, and then Tennille does it for Jess and it's correct, and also both of them are playing idols for people that they didn't start on a tribe with. It's just like such big gameplay that we weren't expecting.
Anyway, shall we get to the votes?
Let's get into the urn. Before we dive into that, if you'd like to support or follow our future projects, please head to the Indiegogo link
below.
Right here. Thank you so much. All right, crack open the urn.
Going into the merge, we have the second variation of Kali. So we have Jess, Tennille, Jay, and Tristan. And coming into the merge, they're going to stick together, and there's not going to be much debate about where those 4 are going to go.
And then coming in from Lalo, the people who are quite solid on that side of the fence are Stephen and Claudia and Mitch.
Yeah.
The other 4 that we have at the merge are what we consider to be the moving parts in this episode.
The movers and shakers.
So the first one to follow, I guess, is AJ, who has just been voted out by this swapped Carly. Despite them hoping that he would get back into the game and rejoin them, he originally started with Stephen and Claudia, so now that he's back in the game, he's going to side with those people, since they haven't betrayed him.
Next up is Keegan. So Keegan comes into the merge in an interesting situation, because he's basically got both sides. So he has to decide which one he wants to go to, and he decides both.
Why not have both?
So Keegan's plan going into the merge is to vote with the Jay, Tennille, Jess, Tristan side, but ultimately tell the other side who he's voting, who they're all going to vote for, so that Stephen can play his idol correctly on that person.
Yes.
So ultimately, he appeases both sides.
So the other movers that we have are John and Sarah, and they have great options as well. They want to vote with Lalo, and they have the majority there, but Lalo want to vote for Jess.
And they love Jess.
They love Jess. They started with Jess. They don't want to vote out anyone who is green. So
they're not feeling it. They're not feeling the new alliance.
They let Jess know that Lalo is coming for them, and then they last minute flip that vote on the Lalo side to be Jay, so that they can vote with them but not lose one of their green. That is very last minute, and the word does not get through to Mitch. So Mitch sticks with the original Lalo plan, which is Jess, and the other 5 vote for Jay.
So what we end up with is a 5-5-1, which won't matter at all because idols will be played. So we know why Stephen plays it for Mitch. The green side know that it's going to be Jess, so Tennille plays it on Jess. They're not aware of the last minute plan to switch it to Jay, but Jay's not going to risk it as she sees the numbers dwindling in terms of who people can get votes. So she also will put forward her idol. 3 idols played and 0 votes. So exciting.
And then, of course, with 0 votes cast, it goes to another vote. You basically reset, but the people who are immune, you cannot vote for them. So, cannot vote Keegan, cannot vote Jay, cannot vote Jess, cannot vote Mitchell. Which exposes the 2 people who have just made the biggest move by playing their idol on somebody else. Swapped Carly are going to stick together, those 4, and they're going to vote for the obvious target, which is Stephen. He's the one who just played the idol.
Is it obvious?
I think so.
That's what kills me about this revote,
the revote
is that the people who end up getting votes are the people who gave up their idols for other people.
Oh, yeah.
And they both knew to do it.
But that's it. Like, they've just made a big move. And when you've got, like, no time to really pick a name and spread it, the obvious one to pick is the one who just, like, made themselves stand out.
So speaking of no time, AJ, who is surrounded by Kale, doesn't have time to figure out who they're voting for because he's sitting in the middle of them.
Yeah.
So the Kale group throw out Stephen as a name, and so he ends up flipping back to vote with them.
AJ going to that side, they could have had a 6 majority if Keegan stayed there, but Keegan's loyalty is with Lalo. He was only voting with Carle against Mitch because he knew that that vote would be nullified. So on the re-vote, he has to flip back to them and joins them in voting out Tennille, giving them the 6-5 majority.
Did you follow that? We have watched this multiple times.
Yeah.
Can they work out where all the votes went after this tribal council on a revote with 3 idols played? Paranoia will be rife. No spoilers.
It is going to be so freaking average. What a great episode.
Can we give Tennille most improved, please? Tennille, admittedly, go watch her meet the cast again. Doesn't know a lot about Survivor at all. Manages to get herself in tight with a good alliance. Is calling out Keegan, who, better than Russell Hands. Knows that, he's got the idol, finds an idol for herself, plays it on someone else, and ends up going out in a tribal council that just, should not have been her by any means.
Yeah. But what a way to go.
Tune in next week where we will break down the votes for episode 6.
Woohoo! See you then.